quick little signings that happened this past week. Got I.Thomas to sign a 10-day contract with the Pelicans, and DeMarcus Cousins signed a 10-day contract with the Clippers. So out of those two people, who do you think will have the best chance of having like a resurgence and a role in the team that they sign with?
I feel like Isaiah low-key take off more than DeMarcus.
Okay.
Just
I'm
because,
with,
I don't know. I feel like just because he's much smaller and he ain't, been injured as much as DeMarcus, and he also led the Celtics to the playoffs. Shit. So I feel like he'll do more, effect than DeMarcus right now. DeMarcus too damn big. He hurt himself too many times, bro.
I'm with. I think they're both. I don't think either one of them are really going to be life changers for either franchise. But I do think DeMarcus will do a little bit better than Isaiah. He had a nice little game yesterday. He played like 7 minutes, 7 points.
Who they go against?
Who did they go against?
Hawks.
I don't remember. Hawks, yeah, it was against Hawks. He had a decent little game. But I don't think either one of them is going to change the franchise or make them any more of a contender or less of a contender than they are. But I think DeMarcus is going to have a little bit of a better season than Isaiah Thomas. I don't know. Maybe DeMarcus will. I don't know if Isaiah will get the extension past the 10 days.
Why is that?
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Isaiah Thomas.
I'm looking at like this, low key. By now Isaiah got their little veteran, thing on his belt. Him playing for the Pelicans with them kids would be a nice, setup. Another Suns in a way. You know what I'm saying? They have a structured point guard.
Now I haven't seen him hoop in some time. But if he's still hooping the same way that he was, I think he's going to be a detriment to the Pelicans, especially their growth. Because I could see him trying to come in with that veteran mentality and, try to start doing way more than he needs to be doing. He shouldn't be primary or anything. Go ahead.
They need defense, and you can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's had a problem with defense. Scoring is not a problem for them. It's the defense. So I didn't get that signing at all. I mean, I like Isaiah Thomas being back in NBA, but that doesn't make any sense for me. I do like DeMarcus Cousins more for the Clippers just because they have that grit. It just adds more to the grit of the team, in terms of holding people accountable and just people that's not going for the bullshit, So I do like him in the Clippers locker room more than I like Isaiah Thomas in the Pelicans locker room. So hopefully both of them get their extensions and save the team, past like 10 days.
Hell
How
yeah.
much he's fell off so quickly though, and it sucks. But if he can just stay healthy for like a season or two, he might be able to bounce back and have like a Derrick type of like at least 15 points type of thing. It'll be interesting to see though, because both of them have fallen very far from where they used to be at.
Very far.
Who you said DeMarcus and Isaiah Phil?
Yeah, bro. Isaiah Thomas is about to get a max contract. He's got a 10-day contract right now. DeMarcus Cousins was at one point top 2 centers in the league, and now same thing.
It was a couple years where they were arguing he was the best center in the league.
I was for a while.
Yeah, like there was a time when DeMarcus was that dude, and it didn't take long for him to really like kind of fall off either. It was kind of abrupt. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Like hopefully they both do well. But DeMarcus, he has a little bit more of an upside just because of the location that he's in.
I feel like low key Isaiah fell off because he's too small. His defense wise.
I mean that's falling off though.
Huh?
I said that's falling off though. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like he fell off because people think he's too small off defense and shit. Like that last year when he was in Celtic, bro, he got passed around the last couple of years before shit. So that's why I feel like that nobody really want to give him a chance. Like he could score. It's no problem. His score is just his defense. He get what I'm saying. And especially like you go against a team like the Philly or something, you got to play against Ben Simmons, bro. That's gonna be too much for him.
It's real interesting with Isaiah Thomas too, because like Miles was saying, when he was about to get that max contract, like I don't know if Boston would have really given it to him, but he got injured like right before he's about to get that contract. So I do wonder, like, had he have gotten that max contract, how mad whatever team gave him that would have been, because they would have been stuck with him for 5 years, and we saw what ended up happening. That would have been a liability on the contract for a max. Like right. as a GM, you'd have been mad paying Isaiah Thomas max for 5 years. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I think they both have another opportunity now. So